Is it ever okay to withhold porn or lust struggles from a girlfriend? Anne says, my 19-year-old daughter was dating a boy for 2.5 years who struggled with porn and lust on and off. He would often confess to her when he struggled, which helped her to trust him more because she felt he was honest. However, after recently talking with his pastors and other spiritual male leaders, he was told he should have never told her anything and should no longer tell her when he struggles. The relationship ended 3 months ago when he confessed again, and she gave him an ultimatum to get counseling or the relationship would be over. He didn't feel God was leading him to get counseling. Obviously, she wasn't wanting every detail necessarily, but instead just an occasional update on how he was doing. She was never looking to be an accountability partner. However, his advisors were telling him that she should know nothing, and he is going to heed their advice. She and I, my daughter and I, feel that that's horrible advice. What do you guys think?
I think it's bad advice for a male struggling with pornography to go seek advice from other males struggling with pornography.
Because that's apparently what he's done, right?
I mean, like, I'm making a lot of assumption here. I get it.
Yeah,
I get that I'm getting into some... But how do I know that this is a problem with the advice givers? Is because if it's a problem and you're in the solution, you know that secrets kill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The secret becomes the source of the the fuel that keeps the problem going.
Well, and it's not even about telling or not telling the girlfriend.
Exactly.
Right? It's
Yeah.
about, let's get you into some help.
Exactly.
Why aren't they getting this guy into accountability and help and groups? And then so that the girlfriend isn't the accountability partner, you're honest with her, and you take it to your accountability partners.
Well, and to say that this is a problem that will deeply impact your ability and opportunity for relational health. I mean, you don't have a shot at really like a high ceiling of relational health if you don't take care of this problem.
Right.
So there is two things that have to happen together. One, you can't solve a problem you don't see. So you have to talk about it. You have to bring it to the light, and then you have to do something about it. And so it kind of angers me actually quite a bit.
I know because what are they thinking? She doesn't know, and then the relationship continues, and maybe they talk marriage, and this girl then is saddled with this.
Yes.
I mean, of course the relationship ended. She got to a point where he wasn't getting help.
Yes, and
exactly as she should have
and
done.
It angers me for this guy who goes and seeks help and is prescribed a deeper problem.
Wow.
Yes.
That just kills me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, pastors out there, we have this thing called every man's battle.
Yeah, it's archaic.
It's come on, we can help you out.
Yeah.
And we know that these issues are complicated. We know that there are many different layers to them. We also know that it takes time and it takes a lot of work to recover from it. And we know it's epidemic.
Yeah.
This is not a new thing, and it's not going away anytime soon.
Right.
And so, again, the secrecy of it doesn't help it. It only hurts it.
Well, and this advice is on the lines of if she were the wife and the wife, came to the pastors, you just aren't giving him enough sex. That's
exactly.
Right. That's the same
Exactly.
type of advice.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that's not what it's about.
It's
Have you
not
guys heard that before? Have pastors said that before? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've heard it on
Yeah,
air.
your husband wouldn't be addicted to porn if he was, or wouldn't be sexually acting out in all these different
Yes.
ways if you just offered him more sex.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And so,
You're not satisfying
again,
him. You're not being a good Christian wife.
Yeah, you're prescribing the problem. And the problem, too, is the way in which a person who is sexually addicted has related themselves to sex. And one of the most tragic misinterpretations, misexperiences, malfunctions, is that the sex addict confuses sex as love.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And so they can't separate that out. So we're all going to be seeking love. And so it gets hijacked into this one type of experience. And so the rest of their life is empty and lonely and frustrating and shame-ridden.
And if you don't want to have sex with me as many times as I want to have sex, then you don't love me.
Exactly. Yes.
That happens in their
all the
brains.
time. And so then the wife gets objectified and she becomes the addictive medicator for the husband.
Wow.
And it's just brutal.
Wow.
It's brutal.
Yeah. So we have no idea why these pastors suggested this to this young man, but obviously not. We don't think it's good advice. Do you think maybe these guys were saying, well, they told the boy, you're just boyfriend, girlfriend right now. So that's why you don't have to be as upfront with her. If it was your wife, that would be something different, but that's why you shouldn't have said it.
Well, giving the pastors the benefit of the doubt would be that, hey, if this is a struggle, you're just causing her more pain. Right? Okay. So, but it's not the confession that causes the pain. It's the behavior that causes the pain. So I would hope that the pastor would be like, okay, hey, let's look at a process to really, really help uncover what's going on inside of you and get you into some healing and some growth and some recovery and some resources to get you there to a place where you're no longer using pornography as an outlet to what's going on inside of you.
Yeah, that is the missing piece here. Right? Yeah. Because even if we were giving them the benefit of the doubt and maybe they were saying, you don't need to give her all those details, right? I think that might be an important point. But then the redirection, what happened there? Because even though they're just dating, this is practice time. This is set up for marriage, right? And what you're doing in dating, you're taking into the marriage.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. So it doesn't just stop.
Exactly
right? It's not like, it'll stop once you're married.
Well, and I also want to make this clear because it's not just that it will continue in marriage. When you figure out that sex in marriage doesn't offer you the solution you hope it would, it actually lights the problem on fire. It accentuates the problem. And so that's why these things need to be taken care of. And we need to find the healing and growth and true recovery outside of, like when I say outside of the marriage, apart from the sex inside the marriage being the solution.
Right. And we have EMB starting today.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Pastors, do not give bad advice anymore. Instead, direct those young men who come to you, and the older men as well, to newlife.com. We've got so many resources that can help, including the Every Man's Battle podcast.